Hello everyone, thanks for taking your time to watch this video. Today we're going to explain some of the standard planning rules in Opcenter Advanced Planner, formerly known as Preactor. There are two major standard planning rules in Opcenter Planning. One is called Move and the other is Constraint. Our goal is to explain how they work with a few examples to show their main differences. Let's begin with a couple of slides in the rules definitions. This slide shows how each rule works. Be mindful that the Move rule will test multiple resources, while Constraint will test only the primary resource, and allow backwards planning when items are not set to make to stock. Now, let's watch how it works behind the scenes. This is the Constraint mode. You can see how the Constraint rule is testing only the primary resource capacity and attempting to allocate the MPS in different periods when the current bucket is full. This is the Move mode. You can now see how the Move rule is testing different resources to allocate the demand when the primary resource is full. Now that we understand the idea behind each planning mode, let's go to the Planner workbench and play around with those rules. This is the Planner workbench, and we begin with creating a new plan, then we run one of the rules. Let's start with Move. This mode is allocating MPS to items both primary and secondary resources, which in turn is allocating more production in both Chippenham and Market Harborough resources for certain days. Now let's run the constraint and check the results. This resource load was improved because some items were accommodated on different days with the constraint rule. However, Chippenham had no improvements because it is the primary resource for most items, and this rule would not allow allocating in a secondary resource. Finally, let's run the Move and Constraint, which will first find secondary resources and then allocate in different days if needed. As we can see, now both resources are leveled down to their capacity, which is exactly what we wanted to achieve. That's perfect. All good then. Now keep in mind that this is a demonstration of the system capabilities and options available. It's up to the planners to understand the possibilities in depth and adapt their operations reality and needs to one of these planning modes presented. We hope this explanation was useful for those already using or willing to use Opcenter Advanced Planning. Thank you very much for watching and see you again next time. Goodbye.